What is up, everybody? I had a couple of some really nice subscribers ask me to share some numbers for their states, and so I just wanted to make note that these combinations that I chose using the methods or strategies that I like to use, which is the 3 tic-tac-toe grids and the 317 rundown, using the last number that was called. I just want to make note that, first of all, if I make, like, I'm doing this video last minute here, but you always want to do this. Like, if I share these numbers here, you don't want to necessarily, I'm not saying they won't come out a day from now, because they could, but the best thing for you to really do is to learn how to do the 317 rundown, and that's where the secret lies. In my rundown, I always sandwich in from counting up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the 5th, 6th, and 7th, I always sandwich them in, because that's what I call the hot zone. And then I've also noted here, I've got the zeros boxed, because it's for the 16th. 16 plus 3 is 19. 1 plus 9 is 10. You would just, at that point, just use that 0. This is just my personal way of doing the strategy, and also deciding on what date number to use. But let's go ahead and get started now. North Carolina, I was wondering if you guys were due for a triple. That's something you could look into if your state provides you with the history and stuff, because you have the 666s and the 111s. And with triples, and I don't like to do mirror numbers or flip numbers, but when it comes to like nailing a triple with an exact hit, sometimes it's better to go ahead and, like, if I was thinking that I was due for a triple here, I would definitely play the 666, which has been the most popular triple here in Kansas. But I would also do its mirror number, which is a 111, which is another popular one here. And if you see, every time that you do a 317 rundown, these two lines here will always mirror each other. That's just how the math works for these three numbers, the 3, 1, and 7. When you keep continually adding, that's what happens, is they mirror. So you have the mirrors here. And if you wanted to get real crazy with it, you could go ahead and do like a 999, which would just be taking that 6 and turning it upside down. And then with the ones, you could maybe like call that a 444, or even sometimes, and this would be way backwards, but a 888. But that just depends. If you went with the 888s and you were just calling those 8s, you would have it there 888 and 888. But anyways, so the numbers I've got for you guys: 583, 790, 278, 545, 696, 740. So I threw in these two doubles here, and that's North Carolina. So let's see what's going on with the South Carolina. Your last winning draw number was 208, so I went ahead, I got my rundown here, got my hot box, got my tic-tac-toes. For you, I decided I like 300, 210, 132, 751, 420, 286, 226, and 305. And I wanted to note here that for everyone that is ever watching my videos, these are the numbers that I personally chose that stood out to me, and I hope that they do end up hitting if you do play them. But it's always so important that you follow your own guidance, and if any of these numbers are standing out to you, play those, because that's how you're going to get the money. Okay, just a little food for thought, I guess. And then for the last one, we have Florida here. So Florida, you had the numbers today, which was the 15th. You had 761 for midday, and then 196 for your evening draw. Now that right there, my friends, that is a 2-digit return. That's what this 2DR is, 2-digit return. You have that 6 and 1, and you have the 1 and the 6. We have had so many 2-digit returns here in Kansas. and I'm gonna do a video about what to do when you know how to predict the 2-digit returns, but not only that, but some other methods or ways that you can benefit when they start throwing them at you, because it's kind of frustrating when you go to play numbers, you know, and you choose all these numbers, and your conscious brain wants to say, oh, well, I don't want to really play those numbers that just came out, but sometimes it's a good idea to play a couple of those numbers that just came out, because depending on how your current pick 3 is going, you could more often than not have a 2-digit return. So it's an important thing to keep an eye on. So for Florida, the numbers that I wanted to share that stood out to me were 896, 365, 104, 218, 710, 115, 431, 349, and 600. And with all of these states, I was pulling them out of here, but also I was doing a lot of the very popular patterns that, like, do you know what I mean? Like sometimes with your tic-tac-toe grid, they'll do, like, let me see here. Did I do a 1? 600, let's see. So like a 6, see how sometimes they'll go, like, instead of touching in here, or even maybe they will be touching in here, but on here on the tic-tac-toes, they'll do like a 1, 3, 6, which is like, you know, like a sideways triangle, or a 4, 2, 6, which is a normal, you know, like a triangle. And then a lot of the times they'll like to do 9, 8, 7, you know, like an L, or like a backwards L up in the corner there. It just depends. It's really good to keep doing your daily, you know, 317 rundowns, and if you want to incorporate these tic-tac-toe grids, I would suggest doing so. And then you can go back, and then let's say that 109 falls. Well, you got 109 right here. I would highlight that in a specific color, and I would also highlight it here. And then after you do that so many times, you'll be able to open up your book and be like, well, look at these patterns. Look at how these, you know, the shapes of whatever highlighted areas, if there are a highlighted area, which more than likely there will be on most, but not always. And considering that you're wanting to highlight it, that's if you're highlighting ones that are touching only, you know, which I usually do, but sometimes even if they're not touching, I'll still highlight them, because they do like to have a breakaway, you know, like a 8, 7, and a 1, like that would be considered a breakaway. You'd have these pairs here, 7 and 8, but you had the one that was broke away. But that's just a term I actually just made up just now, so congratulations. You are the first one to hear that. But anyways, I hope everybody has really good luck for tomorrow, and whatever you do, you can use my numbers, but I really suggest that you pick ones that stand out to you as well, and have fun doing it. So happy number picking. Goodbye.